Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be discussing recent drugstore products that I've purchased. I kind of like this idea where I just kind of try a bunch of stuff and do like more of a rapid review kind of thing. And I wanted to do this specifically just with drugstore products. I feel like I've been a lot more into drugstore lately just because that's like what I can afford. And the drugstore has really been hitting it out of the park lately, I will say. The drugstore has come out with some really solid launches, especially cruelty-free brands such as e.l.f. I really want to try that e.l.f. Hollywood Flawless Filter kind of product. That looks so much fun to me. So yeah, I have tried a lot of drugstore products recently, and instead of doing like an individual review on everything, I thought I would do kind of like a collective roundup. So yeah, let's just get into it. First off, I want to start with foundation. I've only tried one, so this is the only foundation in the video, but this is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and it's long wearing. I am obsessed with this foundation. I'm wearing it today currently. I wear the shade 004 Neutral Porcelain. It's so pretty. It's just a really nice foundation, and I have oily skin and it holds up. Well, normal to oily, I'd say. And it holds up for me like all day. It's really long wearing. I don't have dry skin, so I can't speak to like if it clings to dry spots or anything, which might be the person that would typically be looking at this foundation anyway. But for normal to oily gals, I can tell you that it's not greasy feeling. Catrice really does complexion formulas right. Their shade range, on the other hand, absolutely atrocious. It's actually kind of embarrassing, but the formulas are really, really good. So I have been enjoying this quite a bit. Staying on the Catrice train, I also picked up a Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I used to really love this, and I don't know what's different. Don't know if they've reformulated or if I've just tried a variety of different concealers, so my opinion of this might have changed. But I feel like this is significantly more watery and has less coverage than I remember. I still do really like it. I'm wearing it today and I do like how it's looking. I just don't know if I'm quite as obsessed with it as I used to be. But I will say it is very long wearing. It is high coverage. It's just not like, I don't know, I just feel like e.l.f. Hydrating Camo is more full coverage than this. And I just remember this being a little bit different, I feel like. Another Catrice product that I did pick up that I'm currently doing a video on, it'll probably be my last video that I posted. This is the Liquid Camouflage Under Eye Primer. So far, I do like this. Spoiler alert if you were gonna watch that video. But I just put it on, so I'm currently doing a wear test and we will see how this turns out. But I thought this was kind of a cool concept, especially like in a little doe foot applicator. It's supposed to smooth out your fine lines, kind of hydrate the area before you go in with concealer. I don't know, I thought it was quite an interesting product, so I'm currently testing this out. Next up, another concealer, and I've seen this one all over TikTok. This is the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. I've had this for a little bit, but I got quite a dark shade, so I haven't been really testing it out as much as I would like to. It's infused with Tremella Mushroom. I have no idea what that's supposed to do. I got the shade Vanilla. It is a little bit dark for me. I do really like this though. The coverage is good. I do find it does settle into my fine lines a little bit, but with hydrating concealers, that's oftentimes what happens with me. So if you have a lot of fine lines and you do find that creasing can be an issue for you, I would proceed with caution with this one. It just seems to do that a lot. It doesn't really claim to be creaseless anywhere, so you know, it's fine with me. I do really like it. It is very hydrating. It's very dewy looking. It is very serum-y. It's kind of that, you know, skincare makeup hybrid that's been super popular lately, but at the drugstore. So I really like it. I think it's nice. If I'm going for more of like a fresh, dewy look, then this is what I go for. But I will say that this isn't what I reach for when I'm wanting to go for like a full glam look, if that makes sense. Next up, brows. I've already posted a video and review on this, but I love this. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I got the shade Soft Brown. I'm convinced this is not the actual shade Soft Brown. It just appears way darker, but I do really enjoy this product. I think it's so good. I'm wearing it today. I just think that this is such a beautiful brow product, and I'm really... Can that bird like not? You're ruining my video. The tip is super fine, so I have no problem making hair-like strokes. It's just really, really nice, and I've been really enjoying it. I've used this quite a few times since I've posted that video, and I don't know, I'm just really, really into this brow product. I think it's so beautiful, and it's really solid. I'm so excited about this one. Another brow product that I tried from the drugstore, I was hoping this brow product would be what the NYX one is, and this is the biggest fail of a product. This is absolutely terrible. This is the Quo Beauty Micro Stroke Brow Definer in the shade Medium Brown 04. So I opened it up and saw what it was and was like, oh, that's a bit of a disappointment, but I'll try to make it work. This is the tip, which is a little bit annoying, but in theory could work if the product actually worked. But this is the driest brow pencil I've ever seen. Like, I'm pushing really hard to get product out and it's just not good. It's not precise at all. I find in order to be precise, you need to have a super light hand, and when you use a super light hand, it's just nothing shows up. It's just not a good product. It's not precise at all. I've tried filling in my brows with this on multiple occasions and this product is just really, really not good. I did not like this like one bit. Not at all. I pretty much used this 3 times and it was an epic fail every single time, and I was like, nope, screw this. I'm not dealing with it. So I pretty much immediately threw this in my empties bin because I knew I would not ever reach for this. And I just think this product sucks, honestly. What a waste of $10. More brow stuff. I recently purchased the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I don't know if it actually is because I've never tried that product. I do really like this one though. I think it's great. It does really keep hairs in place. It's completely clear, as you can see. It just works really nicely. You only have to use a little bit. I did try to do the whole like soap brow, like laminated brow trend. It does not look good on me, I will say. So using it in that regard is just not for me personally. However, I am using it just as like a stronghold brow gel and it's been working really well for me. I am glad that I bought this though, because if I bought the brow freeze and then found out that the brow lamination didn't really work for me, I'd be cheesed. So I'm glad I purchased something a lot more affordable to kind of test out that trend, realize it wasn't for me, and I can still use this product in other ways to make it work for my own brows, you know? Another e.l.f. product, I've been really into testing e.l.f. recently. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I got the shade Tan Lines. This is an okay product, I will say. I don't mind it. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. My only issue is I think this is a little bit orange on me, but there is one lighter shade that I really want to get my hands on. The only thing is it's impossible to find that shade in Canada. The lightest shade that they sell in store in Canada is Tan Lines, even on Amazon. I've looked on Amazon for this shade. You cannot find it anywhere. The lightest shade. I forget what it's called, but Tan Lines is the lightest that you can find like anywhere, and it's not bad, but it's just a little orange for me because I am the palest of the pale. So I would appreciate if Canadian stores could stock that lightest shade so that I can try that out, because the formula is good. I like it. It's okay color wise. It's not the worst color I've ever seen on myself, but it's definitely not the best either. So I feel like if I could just get my hands on that lightest shade, that I would really, really like this product. But for now, this one's just okay. Another bronzer product that I really am liking now that I have a little bit more of a tan, this is by Milani, and this is the Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 01 Sunlight. I got this, I think, in March when I was still really pale, and I thought that this was way too orange for me. This is not a winter bronzer for me, let me be clear. But now that I have a little more color to my skin, I'm really liking this. I have this all around the perimeter of my forehead, and I feel like really bronzy and glowy. I feel super pretty in it. I really do like this now that I have a little bit more color. If you're like a light shade instead of like, you know, there's fair, which I would consider myself, especially in the winter time. I'm like translucent. I would recommend you stay away from this bronzer just because it does look a little bit orange. But if you're like a solid light shade, I think you would like this. They do have 3 shades. I wish the shades did go darker, but like what else is new at the drugstore? That's kind of a shortcoming of like all of these products, really. Another product from e.l.f., I haven't really gotten a chance to use this, but I thought I'd mention it anyways because I did buy it. This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I got the shade Fair 120N. This just does not look neutral to me. The thing with drugstore is you can't use testers. They don't have testers and it's freaking annoying, but I got the shade Fair 120N, and I'm assuming the N means neutral. I feel like this is straight up yellow toned. Like this would be a banana powder, you know? Like, I don't know. I haven't really tried it much. I used it a little bit today, but it was just a little more full coverage and matte than what I was going for. So I kind of only used it sparingly. So I can't really get like a good grasp of this yet. Also, I feel like this color is just not right for me. I don't know if I'll ever be this yellow undertone. Actually, I know I won't, but I might be able to get away with this more so in the winter time, because I would say that I do get this white just a little more to the neutral side. This next product is an absolute fail. This one is by CoverGirl. This is the Clean Professional Loose Powder. What the hell? First of all, this packaging is really terrible. This smells so strongly of cloves. I don't smell anything else, and it's so strong. I have been using this to set my face, and as a powder it's fine, but the fragrance I just can't get over, and I feel like it has little tiny specks of shimmer in it. Like, it doesn't look shimmery on your face, but I can see it in like my really close up magnifying mirror, and I couldn't tell if it was just like eyeshadow fallout or if it's genuinely shimmery, and I still have a hard time. That's how fine it is, but I think it is in here. I just can't get over the smell, and the packaging isn't great. The cap doesn't really like twist on very well, but my logic when purchasing this was like, oh, what if this is a dupe for my Laura Mercier translucent powder? It's not. Not even close. Don't even pick this up if you're sensitive to fragrance, like at all. I don't find it's broken me out or anything, but like gives me a headache, so I don't really reach for it much. I might get rid of this one. It's kind of a disappointment. Another waste of $10. And lastly, for new products, I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel yet, but this is another one by Quo Beauty, and this one is actually good. This is the Featherweight Cream Blush, and this is a really solid dupe for the Glossier Cloud Paints. I know Glossier is coming to Sephora Canada, so that's exciting. Us Canadians can finally get to see things in person. But I did go ahead and purchase some Glossier Cloud Paints, and this is very similar. I can confirm. It's a really, really nice liquid blush. I really enjoy it, and it's not crazy expensive. So I would recommend this product. If you're looking for a drugstore liquid blush, this is a really solid option. And lastly, I kind of want to talk about this lip combo that I'm wearing today. It's not drugstore, but it is affordable. So this is a Colourpop duo. This is Oh Snap Lippie Pencil combined with Oh Snap Lippie Stix. They're not the same color. This one is much more pink and this is more of a nude, but put together, I feel like it's a solid lip combo. The only thing is with these lippy sticks, I find if I talk too much, I get the white ring of disgustingness around my mouth, but that's true with all lippy sticks. So if you don't have that problem, then I would definitely recommend this lip combo. If you have fair skin, it is super pretty. It's like a super light nudie pink that I think is so gorgeous. But if you do have that white ring problem with this formula and you don't love lippy sticks, then obviously don't get this, but like, I'm just saying, it's been great for filming. Okay, and the last couple of products I want to talk about are ones that are not new, but I've recently rediscovered a love for. So first up, Ardell Foam Mink in the style 812. As you can see, I've really enjoyed this pack of them. It's so funny because I didn't touch my 812s for like a year, and now I've like used an entire pack. So what I do is I cut the lash in half, and what's great about the Ardell 812s, the foam ink ones specifically, is that they are completely symmetrical. So if you count up till 8 or 9, I can't remember, that is the midpoint. Snap them in half, you've got a gorgeous pair of half lashes. So that's what I'm wearing today on my outer corners. I've been really into just outer corner lashes. I think it's a super pretty look, and I've been really into the 812s for achieving that, because for every single lash you get double the amount of product because you're cutting one lash in half, you know what I mean? And for lashes that are a little bit longer and also a little bit, not so much of a cat eye shape, but more of like longer in the center kind of shape, you know what I'm saying? The Ardell Foam Mink 817s I've been super into. Not sure if you can see them up close, but they're really quite beautiful. I really like these for like a full glam look. I find these are really nice bridal lashes. They look great on a lot of different people. And I've just been reaching for these a lot, mostly in my kit as opposed to like personal wear. Because for personal wear, I've been reaching for the 812s, but I have been going through the 817s through my kit like crazy. Like I've been going through pack and pack and pack and pack. So I do feel like those are a really pretty lash as well. It's just, I've been personally really loving the cat eye lately. And the last product I want to talk about is one that I've recently rediscovered in my blush declutter video. I will link it in the cards up above. The Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Who remembers this from way back in the day? I found this and I was like, oh, that was a good one, wasn't it? I'm wearing it today, super pretty. Kind of a dupe for the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance highlighter, the baked one in shade 01. It's kind of a dupe, it's a little bit darker. Oh, it's so pretty. It's really smooth. It's pretty subtle, like it's nothing too shimmery or blinding, but I feel like that's kind of more what's in now versus like 2016 when Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors were all the rage because you could like see them from space. I feel like that's not quite the look I'm going for anymore. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. So this is like a recent rediscover. Oh, it's so pretty, especially now that I have some more color to the skin. I feel like it is a little bit more flattering on my more tanned skin tone versus my super fair skin tone. I've been loving this. I think it's really beautiful. And if you're late to the party, go pick this up. What are you waiting for? And I think that's all the products I wanted to talk about today. I'll probably get off camera and then realize I'm forgetting something. But for now, that is all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps out my channel so very much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!